Welcome. Today we embark on a unique journey, not through jungles or oceans, but across Europe's breathtaking landscapes by train. For centuries, these iron pathways have connected communities and revealed the soul of the continent. This is travel in its purest form, measured in moments, not miles, as we glide past mountains, coastlines and timeless villages. We'll explore 10 of Europe's most stunning rail routes, each a testament to human ingenuity and the wild beauty of the land. Settle in, let your imagination roam, and prepare for a grand tour of Europe by rail. Our journey begins in the heart of the Swiss Alps, where we board the legendary Glacier Express, often called the world's slowest express train, but certainly one of the most breathtaking. Departing from the charming mountain town of Zermatt, the iconic Matterhorn towers above its snow-capped peak a constant companion as panoramic windows unveil a world of pristine alpine beauty. The train winds its way through the very heart of the Alps, crossing an astonishing 291 bridges and 91 tunnels, a true feat of Swiss engineering and determination. Glaciers cling to the rugged mountainsides, their icy grip slowly carving deep valleys and dramatic landscapes over countless millennia. As we climb higher, the Glacier Express ascends to the Oberalp Pass, soaring over 2,000 meters above sea level, where the world transforms into a stark white expanse of snow and silence. Here, the silence and sheer scale of the landscape remind us of our smallness in this vast natural cathedral, where mountains rise like ancient sentinels. Descending from the heights, we follow the young Rhine, its waters winding past alpine villages dotted with wooden chalets and curling smoke from winter hearths. Life here is shaped by the changing seasons and the enduring spirit of the high Alps, where tradition and nature are deeply intertwined. As we approach the glamorous resort town of St. Moritz, golden light bathes frozen lakes and elegant hotels, painting a scene of winter magic and luxury. The Glacier Express is more than just a train ride. It's a living story of time, human endeavor, and the enduring, ever-changing beauty of the Alps. With every turn, the landscape reveals a new masterpiece, blending the wonders of nature and the ingenuity of engineering. This journey sets a spectacular standard for the adventures that lie ahead, promising memories that will last a lifetime. The steady rhythm of the rails becomes the heartbeat of the mountains, echoing through the valleys and peaks. Our adventure on the Glacier Express has only just begun, with the promise of even greater wonders waiting beyond the next bend. Next, we journey deep into Scotland's wild heart aboard the legendary West Highland Line, a route celebrated as one of the world's most scenic railways. Departing from the vibrant city of Glasgow, the urban landscape gradually gives way to rolling green hills and the tranquil mirror-like waters of Loch Lomond, setting the stage for adventure. The train climbs higher, venturing onto Rannoch Moor, a haunting, windswept expanse of peat bog and shimmering lochans, where silence and solitude reign supreme. Here, red deer graze on distant hillsides and golden eagles soar beneath brooding skies, the wild landscape alive with untamed beauty and ancient spirit. The railway itself seems to float across the moor, a marvel of Victorian engineering that defies the rugged terrain and connects remote communities. The journey's highlight is the crossing of the Glenfinnan Viaduct, its graceful arches soaring above Loch Shiel, a breathtaking union of human ingenuity and natural grandeur, immortalized in film and legend. At last, the train glides into Mallaig, a charming harbour town, where silver sands meet the sea and distant isles shimmer on the horizon. The bracing salt air and the sound of waves crashing against the shore mark the journey's end, closing our Highland saga with a sense of wonder. The West Highland Line is more than a train ride. It's a passage through Scotland's very soul, a journey through mythic, wild and unforgettable landscapes. Its haunting beauty lingers long after the journey ends, calling travellers back to the Highlands again and again. We return to Switzerland for the Bernina Express, a journey of contrasts and a UNESCO World Heritage marvel. This legendary train ride is often described as one of the most beautiful rail journeys in the world, and for good reason. Departing from the historic town of Chur, the train climbs steadily into a world of ice and snow, crossing the iconic Landwasser Viaduct, a masterpiece of engineering that seems to float above the valley below. Stark alpine landscapes, soon give way to the breathtaking Morteratsch Glacier, a frozen relic of the Ice Age that glimmers in the sunlight, reminding us of nature's ancient power. Ingenious loops and spirals, like the famous Brusio circular viaduct, allow the train to ascend steep gradients without the need for rack and pinion tracks, showcasing human ingenuity at every turn. At Ospizio Bernina, perched over 2,200 meters high, Lago Bianco glistens amid a sea of snow, its icy surface reflecting the surrounding peaks in a scene of pure tranquility. Then a dramatic descent begins. Snow recedes and suddenly green pastures, wildflowers and dense forests emerge, painting a vivid contrast to the alpine heights above. Suddenly we're in Italy. Palm trees line the tracks, new architecture appears and a warmer, gentler air welcomes us as the landscape transforms before our eyes. The journey ends in Tirano, a charming Italian town where cobblestone streets and vibrant piazzas invite you to linger and explore. The Bernina Express is a passage between seasons, climates and cultures, an unforgettable transition from the heart of the Alps to the warmth of Italy. It's a moving showcase of engineering brilliance and natural wonder, where every curve reveals a new marvel. In just a few hours, you travel from alpine winter to Mediterranean spring, witnessing a transformation that feels almost magical. Few journeys in the world offer such a dramatic and beautiful transformation in such a short time. Now to Norway's fjords for the Flam Railway, short, steep and spectacular. From Myrdal, the train plunges down a glacial valley, passing through 20 hand-carved tunnels. Waterfalls cascade everywhere. At Kjosfossen, passengers step out to feel the spray. In summer, a mythical huldra dances by the falls, adding magic to the scene. The train winds past tiny farms and the turquoise Flam River, ancient and untouched. The journey ends at Flam, a tranquil village dwarfed by towering mountains and deep blue fjord. In just 55 minutes, you descend from mountain heights to the water's edge. The Flam Railway is a concentrated dose of Norway's wild beauty. In Germany, the Rhine Valley line between Bingen and Koblenz feels like a fairy tale. The train hugs the river, passing more than 40 castles and fortresses atop the hills. Vineyards cling to steep slopes, home to the famed Riesling grape. Half-timbered villages and cobbled streets evoke a bygone era. The legendary Lorelei Rock looms, steeped in myth. This is a landscape shaped by centuries of human hands and history. Every bend reveals a new story, castles, vineyards, and timeless towns. The Rhine Valley line is a gentle, romantic journey through the heart of Germany. Next, the Cinque Terre Express along Italy's Riviera links 5 cliffside villages. The train dives in and out of tunnels, emerging to dazzling Mediterranean views. Each village, Monterosso, offers its own charm, pastel houses tumbling to tiny harbours. Each village, Vernazza, offers its own charm, pastel houses tumbling to tiny harbours. Each village, Corniglia, offers its own charm, pastel houses tumbling to tiny harbours. Each village, Manarola, offers its own charm, pastel houses tumbling to tiny harbours. Each village, Rio Maggiore, offers its own charm, pastel houses tumbling to tiny harbours. Terraced vineyards and olive groves cling to steep hillsides. The famous Via dell'Amore hints at other ways to explore this coast. This journey is a celebration of colour, sea, and the simple joys of Italian life. The Cinque Terre Express is a vibrant, sensory feast. In Austria, the Semmering Railway is a mountain railway pioneer and UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in 1854, it was the first standard gauge line over a major mountain range. The train climbs from Gloggnitz, winding through forests and alpine meadows. 16 viaducts and 15 tunnels blend seamlessly into the landscape. The Kalte Rhin Viaduct is a highlight, framed by the famous 20-shilling Blick viewpoint. Elegant villas recall the railway's glamorous past as a retreat for Viennese high society. Riding the Semmering is like travelling through a living museum of engineering and nature. It set the template for alpine railways to come. Back in Norway, the Rauma line showcases the country's dramatic geology. The train follows the Rauma River through the Romsdalen Valley, beneath the towering Trollveggen, the tallest vertical rock face in Europe. Ingenious tunnels and the iconic Killing Bridge allow the train to navigate steep descents. The landscape is humbling, sheer cliffs, thundering waterfalls, and jagged peaks. As the valley widens near Andalsnes, the scenery softens but remains stunning. The Rauma line is a visceral experience, Norway at its wildest and most beautiful. Every turn reveals a new natural wonder. It's a journey through the heart of Scandinavian grandeur. The Centro-Valley Railway, Railway of 100 Valleys, links Locarno, Switzerland with Domodossola, Italy. The train meanders through forests, over 83 bridges, and past deep gorges and waterfalls. Tiny villages cling to hillsides, their stone houses and church steeples peeking through the trees. The journey is slow and contemplative, revealing the beauty of small details, sunlight through leaves, wildflowers by the tracks. Crossing into Italy, the landscape subtly shifts. The Centro-Valley is a gentle, poetic passage through hidden Europe. It's a celebration of quiet, rustic charm. Our final journey, Portugal's Douro line, tracing the river from Porto into the world's oldest wine region. The train hugs the riverbank, passing ancient terraced vineyards, socalcos carved into steep hills. Rebello boats drift by, recalling the region's port wine heritage. Whitewashed quintas and azulejo-tiled stations dot the landscape. The journey ends in Pocinho, but the true destination is the hypnotic beauty of the Douro Valley. As the sun sets, golden light bathes the hills and river. The Douro line is a serene sensory finale to our grand tour. Our journey across Europe's most scenic railways comes to a close. These tracks connect us to nature, history, and each other. Thank you for joining this adventure. May it inspire your own travels. Subscribe to continue exploring the wonders of our world together. Until next time, travel safely and never lose your sense of wonder.